Okay, so this is how we're going to escalate on the first date, and I've used this when I was first starting out learning the game, and I'll still use this to this day. It does work. Again, without money, looks, or game bullshit. So we're going to go into a few points. The first one is understanding extrinsic motivation, the flawless date, the key principles for a good date, how to pick the right date based on the type of girl, who actually pays on the date, hooking up, how to reach escalation, and lastly, mistakes you guys make. And you're thinking, why should I listen to you? What sort of credibility do you have? Now, over the past decade, I've been going on dates with multiple women per day. At a certain point, I was literally doing it out of boredom. Yes, to that extent. I was literally having breakfast, lunch, dinner, random coffee dates, going to the gym with girls, hitting legs, training with them, all of that just to learn the game. And that's how much experience it really takes to master this shit. Now you're thinking that you can just watch one video and learn the whole game. No, that's not how it works. It takes a lot to master this shit. Because each girl is a bit different. I know people say all girls are the same, they're all the same shit. They are, but to an extent. Okay? There's different strategies for different girls and different personalities. It's not all black and white. There's different ways to go about it. And that's how much experience it really takes to get good at this. There's multiple different strategies when it comes to securing dates, but what happens after is all predictable based on my experience. The amount of times I've done it, it's become like a pattern to me. It's that simple. I see straight through it. And that's why all of my clients, they get results, okay? I've also had multiple failures when I was younger, when I was starting off. I'm not going to sit here and say that I've got a 100% success rate. I've never failed. Every girl falls for me. No, that's not how it works. You got to learn this shit through trial and error, or you can just copy what I'm going to tell you and you'll get success. Come speak to me. I'll teach you the game. It's that simple. Now the first point we're going to get into is leveraging extrinsic motivation. The first point I'm going to make, we need to understand that all humans, especially girls, they're extrinsically motivated. Now what do I mean by this? Now they rely on gaining an outer form of validation or encouragement. So let's say you've got a girl, you've got her to come out on a date with you. She's going to take hours and hours to get ready. She's got to wax her body, shave it, find the right clothes to wear, do her nails, get her hair done as well. It's not as simple as us guys. We just slap something on and we're good to go. Now they got to take hours to get ready, and she's not going to come out with you if there's not something to gain. And that's why we use this to our advantage, to ensure the girl says yes, to ensure that she actually comes out. The date is going to have to be fun for her. She's going to have to look forward to something. There needs to be an incentive. Okay, I've got this girl calling me. Fuck off. But yeah, they take hours to get ready. She's not going to go through all of that effort if there's no initial reward promise. You need to excite her and let her know that she's going to get something out of this date. She's going to gain something. There's something to look forward to through mystery. Okay? Now, how I set up the perfect date, which should be a dream date. The perfect date must consist of 5 principles that I'm going to go into in a bit. Otherwise, there's going to be no difference from you to the other beta simps, the cucks that took her out. You need to stand out. That's the only way to win here. To ensure it has that edge over a boring date, that would lead to nothing but pure fun for the girl. Now, first point we're going to cover is the date has to be memorable. And how do we do this? We need to use her interests. So when you've spoken to her for the first time, you want to sort of gauge what she's into, what she talks about, what she spoke about. And this could be anything. If she spoke about going on walks or nature or some bullshit like that, you're going to want to take her to a scenic place and go for a walk. Because by doing that, she's going to feel understood and heard. And that's the key to getting her to fall for you. She needs to feel like you understand her. Now, when you take her on this walk, you want to add something to that. You want to add something simple. You want to bring her favourite drink or snack, like a coffee, whatever she's into, hot chocolate, whatever she likes. And plan a second activity interlinked to it. So you don't want to just go on a walk after the walk you want to sort of do something else, like go for a nice drive, get food after. You want to add activities that's going to make it more memorable and enjoyable for her, because surprises, they create emotional spikes, and that's how you get her hooked, that's how you get her addicted to you. She's always going to want more dopamine, more surprises. She wants her emotions to be spiked. Now, the second point, the date needs to hold value. If you want the date to hold value in her eyes, then you need to be emotionally present and just be good at listening. Now, there's two types of value. There's money. You can go and be a retard and splash out on her. I mean, if you've got it like that, if you've got money like that, then you can go do that. But she's still not going to fall for you as hard as if you're just emotionally present and be good at listening. Because they want to be heard. Women want to be heard more than anything. You could literally sit there and nod, agree, and literally don't say anything except understand with her. Just shut the fuck up. You don't want to talk a lot, okay? You want to listen to what she's saying, and then she's going to feel understood by you, even if you don't give a shit or you're not listening. The key is to act like you're listening, like you understand, okay? Scarcity is important too. So don't be free whenever she reaches out. This is a key mistake that I see you guys fall for. You're chasing this girl, you've got her out, you've taken her on the first date, whatever. After that, she messages you. She wants to go on the second date if you've done all the right things. You reply straight away and ask her when she's free. And that doesn't work because you're not scarce, you don't hold value, there's nothing about you. You need to go ghost for a bit, work on yourself, and then come back and actually enjoy the present moment with her, instead of just chasing after it like a drug. That's not how it works. She's gonna lose all attraction for you because you're gonna be like all the other betas that took her out. All attraction will be lost, okay? Now the third point, the date needs to be unique. A unique date simply comes from doing something that other guys don't do. So as long as you don't do some brain dead shit like taking her to watch a movie, for some reason all the introverts, all the betas, they take girls out to watch a movie, and that's the most brain dead shit I've ever seen. If it's like your girlfriend and you're going on the 50th, 70th date, then I'd understand it. But I mean, I did this when I was younger, okay? I took a girl out to watch a movie, thinking that it was some key. I saw it on some pickup video, some red pill guru shit. He said take a girl to the movies because they like watching movies, and I did it, and we didn't even talk the whole time. I ended up spending my money on her, buying her popcorn and shit, and I didn't even get to talk to her. She ended up leaving after, and I don't blame her, because what was the point of that? She could have went with her friends or on her own to watch the movie. She's there for you, not for the movie. So don't do some brain dead shit with her, and I'm gonna cover this a bit more in depth later on in this video. Fourth point, the date needs to be fun or exciting. Teasing is the key here, but there's a certain way to go about it. You don't want to actually bully the girl, okay? You don't want to make her cry or feel bad about herself. Nah, you need to keep it light and playful. Now, if you're teasing the girl and you sort of see that she's not into it, she's feeling weird, she's pulling away, then you need to switch the activity. So let's say you're on a walk with her, you're doing all of that, it's not working, you fucked up, you fumbled, it's not over. Tell her you're gonna go back to the car, you're gonna go somewhere else. You can always save it, okay? And that's the key. You need to be adaptive in the situations, and all of this comes from experience or watching these videos. Now, the flawless date. Now, there's no alpha male panty dropper 101 perfect script that I can give you that you can memorize overnight and become a player. There isn't. I can't give you that to ensure the date goes exactly as planned. However, when it comes to planning, ensure these 5 principles are taken into consideration. It must be fun, memorable, unique, withhold value, and finally open doors that lead to escalation, the opportunity of escalation, okay? Now, I've been on too many dates to count, and what seems to work every single time, these key principles, okay, they always work. Now, a few ideas that I can give you for you to do on the first date. You want to try new food because that's going to be exciting for you as well. If you go into the date going to your favourite spot, taking her there, I know that's what everyone says, take her to your spot, so so you get the most aura and everyone knows that you're that guy there, all the waiters recognize you. But that's just going to be boring for you. You're not really going to enjoy that. So you want to go try something new, and she's going to experience that with you, and that's a shared memory. That's going to be a unique date, a shared bond, and that's what girls like. Pool, snooker, bowling, whatever. These are really good because they're physical activities and you can correct her form, teach her how to do it. She's going to rely on you. There's going to be polarity, the masculine and feminine energy. It really works when you do physical activities together, and it's cheap as well. You don't need to splash out on her. Nights out in places such as bars, nightclubs, nightlife in general. Now with this one you don't really want to do it unless you already met the girl there. If you met her at a club, then you can take her out to a club the next time, the next weekend. That doesn't really matter. But if she's a good girl, let's say you met her on a cold approach, warm approach, whatever it is, then I wouldn't recommend this, because keep that for the low value girls. And vice versa, if you met her at a club, you don't want to spend money on her or take her out to somewhere nice because other guys smash that shit for free. Sauna and spa date followed after the gym. Now this is one of my personal favourites. Go to the gym, work out with the girl, break the touch barrier, go to the sauna after, creates an intimacy sort of scene. Spa date, whatever, get food after. That's the perfect date, to be honest. It always ends up with her coming back to yours or you going back to hers. It's perfect. Nighttime drives with the right music. Now, if you're doing this shit, make sure that you don't turn into squeeze bends when you're doing it, okay? Even if you've got a nice car, if you're driving above your ability, you're gonna fuck it up and she's going to cringe. Okay, she's not gonna think it's attractive if you don't actually have control. Now, if you've got experience, you know how to drive, then that's completely fine. You can rag it a bit, but again, stick to your limits and the right music as well. You don't want to be playing UK drill, Central C beats or some shit. It's not gonna work. She's gonna cringe at that as well. You need to keep it right, put on the right playlist, take it easy. If you don't know what the fuck to put on, what music to put on, I've got a few playlists for you, or you could just ask her to connect and she'll put the music that she likes. It will save you the embarrassment. Now it's most likely going to be Party Next Door or some slow cringe bullshit, but you got to deal with it. Deal with that and you'll crack. Now some advice I'd give you from personal experience: mix and combine these events. Like I said, they go together. It makes the date more exciting and unique for her. You spend more time with the girl and it creates more trust between one another. An example I'm going to look at is playing bowling or pool at a bar, taking the girl to follow up with some drinks to end the night off. Go to the bar, grab some drinks, conversate, break the touch barrier. You could even kiss her at the bar. It's quite common. You don't be afraid of that. If all the signals are there, then go for it. Now you can suggest to leave, which opens the door for an escalation opportunity. You can do it in the car, get her in the back, take it easy, touch, you're halfway there, and it will unfold itself right there in the back seats. Or you can take her back to yours or get a hotel. That's what I normally do. It's really that simple. Now, once planning is complete, run it over and ask yourself these questions to ensure everything's planned well. Before you go on the date, ask yourself these questions. Is the date actually gonna be enjoyable for her? Does it align her interests? As you wouldn't take a girl to spar with you at the boxing gym. You wouldn't take her to do some masculine, testosterone, sweaty shit. She's gonna lose interest and flake on you the next time. Will the date lead to you and her getting physical? Is this date going to allow you to break the touch barrier? Or are you gonna do some brain dead shit? Okay, you need to get physical. That's one of the most important things on the actual date. And an example that I could give you is in mini golf. If she's inexperienced, you could stand behind her to show her the correct technique and create physical tension through the acts. okay? That's how you create small tension to begin with if it's awkward, if you can't break the ice. Take her to play something, show her the form, and you've broken it there. She's gonna giggle, she's gonna get shy, and you're gonna take lead. She's gonna fall for you. Will this date cause her to be intrinsically motivated? Will it be worth her time and energy to get ready for this date? Pick an activity to show off a skill set that you've attained. I specialize in snooker, for example. I show her my skill set and leave the mystery for her to unravel in her mind on how I got so good. Now she's gonna think, how is he so good at this? Either he's got a lot of friends and he does this shit a lot, or he takes a lot of girls out on first dates or on dates in general. And either of these are really good because she's gonna know that you're not some loser. Okay, she's gonna know that you actually get out of the house and you do shit. So it's gonna work in your favor. Now, how to plan a date according to the type of female. Depending on the type of female she is, correlates with how much effort, money, and time is invested into the date and the female. You wouldn't want to take a girl you met at the club to high-end places such as Nobu or some nice restaurant, okay? As she's already displayed her values to you by being in a specific location, in the club. So why would you go above and beyond for a low-class female? A lot of you it hurts to see you've got no game, you can't do shit with girls, so you end up splashing out on them, giving them money on the first date, buying them flowers, buying them chocolates. Instead of doing all of that for a slag that you met at the club, you should go buy that shit for your mum. She deserves it more. So don't do that on the first time that you've met a female, especially if she's from the club or the bar. She's not worth it. The girls I meet in nightclubs are literally only good for a one-night stand. That's it. You can call me red pill, incel, whatever it is. They're in a low vibrational place, okay? So why the fuck would I spend money on them or energy or effort? After that night, you don't want to pay any more attention to them. They're good for one thing, and one thing only. Taking them back to your hotel, having your fun, and then fucking off. That's it. Nothing more. In contrast, a girl with self-respect and values that you meet in places such as cafes or in the gym, they're worth the time and effort and money, as you're spending time with a female who seems to be less damaged. She's actually got a father. She's not damaged internally, and they're worth your time and effort. And getting flowers and shit, all the cute shit. They're worth it, okay? Your effort is going to be displayed and they notice straight away. So, what I'm trying to say by that, let's say you buy flowers for a girl that you met at the club. You leave the club, you go buy her flowers. She's going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? He's got me flowers already, and she's going to lose all attraction because in her head, you think that you're doing something nice, she's going to fall for you. No, in her head she's going to be thinking, oh, every guy that I've met from here, they've just fucked and then dipped. And she's going to lose all attraction for you. That's just how the female brain works. It's not a good selling point. Now, looking into the female's interests. You've got to match the date with the correlation to the female's interests. You can read the girl and her interests and use it to your advantage and plan a date according to her interests. If I'm taking a girl out and all she talks to me about is a certain type of food, I'm going to plan the date according to the food that she was talking about, to the restaurant that she likes. That's going to give you a few points. The effort put in by you will pay off if you play all of your cards right and show her that you're a capable man. You set an impression of yourself the first time you take a girl out. And if you're looking to be with the girl long term, then you definitely need to impress her and do some shit to stand out to win her over. If your sole aim is to hook up, all you want to do is fuck quickly, then do this. If your aim is to get her in your bed, then having a day out with her which is enjoyable for her is definitely the way to do so. I plan the date which will lead to a scenario of escalation. An example of this is if I'm going to take a girl that I've met at the gym, I'm going to plan the date according with her interests and then add some shit from my own experience. I'd plan it out in a way where I'll take her to the gym, go to the spa, build all the tension, the touch, take her to work out, take her to the sauna, and that's going to create all of the tension. It's literally going to load up. That's 80% of the game right there. 80% of the work done for you. really simply, okay? Offer to go for food after the session is complete, and escalate in the car before or after we get food. It's really that simple, if you do play your cards right. Now, why do doing activities on dates work so well, you're wondering? Doing activities on the date works so well simply because it's unique and not a lot of guys do it, and it opens the door to build a bond between you and the female. That's all they're looking for, a bond. Some of you dorks can't even break the ice, and these activities are going to help you to do so. If you can't seem to break the ice, then pick these activities. They're going to be really easy, really helpful, straightforward. They also give the opportunity to break the touch barrier. It's all about making the date fun and memorable for the girl. The bar is set so low nowadays, you can take a girl to wash your car. Get her to wash your car because they like being ordered around, okay? They like doing shit for you if you're the right guy for them. They love doing that shit. Get her to wash your car and she's still gonna have more fun than going to Nobu with a dork, with a geek. Because girls enjoy your presence. You can't buy yourself into this kind of game. She's gonna catch on. Now you're asking, who pays? Do I pay? Does she pay? Do we split it? I like to keep it plain and simple, guys. Just pay for the girl no matter what, okay? She's already putting in all the work to look presentable. All the time she takes to do her makeup, her outfit. It's enough for me as a guy with old school values, okay? I make more than she does anyway. I've got way more money than her, so why the fuck would I not pay? I'm having a nice time with her. Even if you're not gonna smash, you know that you're not going to, then just take her home, fuck it. Or you could pay for her. Just don't take her to somewhere too expensive. It's really that simple. It's not. Don't split the bill with a girl. That's the number one way for her to lose attraction, okay? When the bill comes, if you're gonna say, oh, can you send me the £50, the £40? Her pussy's gonna get dried. Don't do that. I've always had the view that the female taking time out of her day to spend it with me means I uphold the masculine duty to look after her. She's got so many guys asking her out. The fact that she's picked you gives you the duty to look after her in every way. If you've got a different view on this, then stop being salty if you take her out once and it doesn't lead to anything and then she never contacts you. That's the reason why, I can tell you right here. The bonds I build with females are far more valuable than what money can buy. Stop letting it be a deciding factor and pay. She's going to like you more and you're going to have more balls. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to feel more masculine after you've paid. Okay? Now, how do I reach escalation? There isn't a specific blueprint way to do this, and that's what makes it a valuable skill to actually attain. It will all take time to reach a point where you can read scenarios and her body language and choosing signals to know when to do so. And I've got a few videos on this, so go check them out. But I'm going to simplify it to ensure that you don't fuck it up. If she gives you the green light, then take action. When I pick up girls in my car, the first thing I do before we reach the spot is offer them something when they get in the car. So I'd spray perfume all in the... I'd spray aftershave all in the vents, turn the heating on. She's gonna get in, comment on how nice it smells. Then I'd offer them water, or gum, or just mints, and then make a joke that she needs it. Now some of you may be scared to do this, but just try it, it's gonna work like a charm. I'm showing her that I'm not serious, not as serious as I may seem, because a lot of girls always comment on how serious I look. And I'm letting her know that she can be comfortable around me. I'm teasing her, okay? Now you don't want to keep it up for too long. You can make a joke about how she needs it, but don't take it too far, okay? You don't want to hurt her feelings on the first date, otherwise she's going to fucking hate you from the start. Now little gestures such as opening her door, greeting her correctly with a hug, speaking correctly will only increase that trust she has with me. To really get a girl to want you is getting her to trust you. That's the game right there. Building trust is the key here. Grab her hand, tell her she looks nice, the effort she put in, you appreciate it. The effort paid off. Let her know that there is attraction from your end too, that you're into her. You're not some friend. Nah, you're trying to crack, okay? Now, mistakes you guys seem to make, mistakes my clients always make for some reason. Boring the girl. This includes taking her on any bullshit activity like the cinema, where she can't even hear you speak. It's pointless. Stay at home. She could have loaded up Netflix in her bedroom, okay? Staying stuck in your head and not escalating when the time is right. You need to touch her early, otherwise she'll throw you into the friend zone. She'll dump you there, and she'll leave you there, okay? There's no escaping it. Staying stuck in your head is quite common. And what I seem to gather from you guys is that you see the signals are there. You see that she's into you, she's giggling, she's laughing, but you can't seem to touch her. You can't seem to put your hand around her, your arm around her. And the most straightforward advice I can give you is just do it. If she says no, then take it off and don't try it again. Take her home. But she's going to agree to it. She's not going to say anything because she's out with you, and that's all you need to know, okay? She's already into you, so go for it. Grow some balls. Not leading her and asking her what she wants to do. Now, brain dead fucking mistake right here. If you're asking her what, she gets in the car, you ask her what do you want to do, she's just going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Because girls want to shut their brain off and let you be in your masculine state when you're with them. So you need to embrace it and take charge of her. You decide where you're going. You decide what she wears. You decide what you're going to do on the date. That simple. Making a date just one boring event like getting food, then dropping her home. She's going to find you predictable. She's going to say, okay, this guy doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. He just gets food and goes home. It's boring. She could do that on her own. Her pussy's going to be repulsed by you. That's just how girls' brains work. That simple. If you think any of these points are wrong, then you're the problem. These are 100% pussy drying activities, and you should try one of them and let me know how your date went. I can guarantee you, I can bet everything that you're not gonna fuck. Now, what exactly to do after the date? Let's say you've used all of my advice, the date went well, you had a great time, you got a kiss, or you fucked. Most of you guys are going to message her when you get home. On the way home, you're going to message her, I had a great time, I'm in love with you, do you want to have kids, do you want to get married? Okay, you're in fantasy land, you just had a nice date, you're imagining your future, that's quite common for us guys to do. But you can't let her know this, you must remain calm. Remain detached. Let her do the texting. She's the girl, not you. If you message her first after the first date, she's gonna lose attraction for you. You worked so hard for it. You worked so hard to build it. I know it's harsh, guys, but that's just the feminine mind. That's how they work. You must go ghost after the date, especially if you've had sex with her, because she now has to chase you, as she gave up her pussy. She gained a body count. So she's gonna have to work hard to get you interested in her, okay? Go to the gym or do some productive shit. You need to be busy, and you can't fake it because they're gonna catch on. They're gonna see that you're faking it and that you're taking 4 hours and 25 minutes to reply. Nah, just stay busy and reply ideally every 3-4 hours, but don't time it, okay? They're gonna catch on. If she doesn't get back to you, that just means that she's not really into you, or she's going for the same strategy. Yeah, some girls do use these strategies of going ghost, but you need to stand your ground, stay in the fire, because it is a common shit test. It's one of the most common shit tests that girls use because they know their value and they're queens now. But you must stick to your ground because she's gonna fold before you. She's a female, you're a fucking man, you've got balls, okay? If a week goes by and she doesn't say anything, then you could send her a message, and if she doesn't reply, forget about it. Don't double text her, okay? She doesn't reply, go for a friend, fuck her friend. That's gonna mess with her mind more. Simple.